Good day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Atari ST gameplay. I don't have very many of these yet. But eventually I'll get some. Now then, what are we doing? Oh, so I've been dinking around with my Mister settings here, and I think I've got it now. Um, Now the game that I'm wanting to play doesn't have tons of sound effects, I don't think. So, what is pop? Oh, Prince of Persia. Right. That's not what I came here for. What I came here for was a game that I played so much. It was literally ridiculous. Run me. Okay, let's run you. I booted this from floppy just a little while ago while I was testing, and that didn't work well, it worked, but it was slow. STE, toss, blah, 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 exit to desktop, save game state. All right. Ooh, lovely. That looks like a box art scan to me. How do we go past this? Space bar. This is a hard drive image that I pulled from somewhere. And naturally, I have boxes and boxes of ST. Whoop, what happened there? Are we loading something? What are we loading? Game? What are we loading? This is how things were in the olden days, right? You had to be patient. Things didn't happen instantaneously. So this is like a title sequence. Bouncing in land, which will eventually settle down. Land and water. Trees and such. Populous. Populous. Also known as Populous. Are you going to actually be readable? There we go, Populous. We've got some icons, the evil icon, the skullish thing, and then the good icon, the cross ankh sort of a thing. 89 Bullfrog, very nice. Published by Electronic Arts. Yes, I had this back in the day and I played it like mad. So, let's hit the space bar. You may have noticed the lack of music. I certainly have. There we go. Tutorial? No. I know how to play the game, oddly enough. I'm not sure why I'm holding my joystick. Gamepad. Won't be using that, I don't think. Oh, here we go. Here's the screen, there's the world. Genesis. Do I want to start right at the beginning? I suppose I'd have to look up a code. I've actually played this, even in recent years I've played this. And so maybe I'll just start with Genesis, given that I'm going to sort of talk through the mechanics of the game a bit. Okay, I'm going to pause it. So music is on and sound effects are on. Not much music happening. Alright, so can you do things with arrow keys? Apparently not. It's been a while. So there's a map of the world. You can click on the map and you get an up close view of what's happening in that area. I'm going to click a little bit over here. You can adjust it with these arrows. Whoop. I just tried to cast a swamp on my own territory. That wasn't great. I'm going to have to get used to the mouse sensitivity. So there is a little person in a blue tunic. He's also holding this ankh, and that's my leader in this case, since I'm playing good, I guess, I think is how it's phrased. These are huts. The more land a structure has available to it, the bigger it gets, up to a maximum of a 3x3 structure, which is, I think, called a castle. I don't remember if they all have names, but primitive little hut-like things, all the way down to tents, I think, and then all the way up to castles. Now you are ultimately competing against these guys. There's the leader of the evil. They're evil. Absolutely, 100% evil. That not much going on structure-wise. Probably, well, each player was set to start with 3 people. Yeah, there's one there. So your people take commands in just a broad sense. You can have them try to build settlements. If you look down where my mouse cursor is here, that's this flag one. You can have them set to fight. And if they're not finding anybody to fight, they just default to settle mode. I typically actually change that to fight, just so it'll stay. This is go to the cross, or the Ankh, I guess, in this case, the religious symbol. You can also play the bad guy, I believe. Both of the religious symbols start in the middle, and you can move them around. As long as you have a leader, you can move them around with the spell. And then this is combined to make stronger people. You have a bunch of spells. These are the icons to cast the spells. Like you're a god, I guess, overseeing the world and trying to foster the development of your chosen people. This is flood. This is Armageddon. This is earthquake, volcano. Create a night, also known as a Knigget, and swamps. And up here, there's more down here. Up here, I'm just going to bounce up here. This is your power meter. There's a little arrow here that slides up and down these rails. Very, very, I don't know, steampunky, I suppose, in a way. It's a bit of some mixed metaphors going on here. You've got a book, which is kind of cool. So your actual play space isn't huge. It's just this rectangular diamond shape down here. Isometric viewpoint, as you can obviously tell. Land can get pretty tall. And all of this stuff. Armageddon ends the game. Flood raises the sea level by 1 unit. Well, or I guess to be probably more accurate, it drops all the land by 1 unit. And if everything's built on like this level here, which is only 1 block above the sea, then every settlement and person at that level either drowns immediately or lingers for a bit. The structures get destroyed and the people will linger a bit unless water is set to fatal. Volcano makes a volcano. You can, if you have enough power, and power comes from how many worshippers you have, people you have, and also what their settlement levels are. So it's pretty limited in the beginning of the game. Right now all I can do is raise and lower land, which is this spell right here. And then you've got some settings here, which is raise and lower land. Oh, this one here is relocate the religious symbol. This is get some info. So if I click on there, the info one, and click on the leader. Actually, can I click on a house? Yeah, I can. So you can see some things about the house here. It belongs to the good faction. It's stone level, I guess. Yeah, there's the basically no tools level, rock level. Again, the color, I suppose these two things don't really add anything to the equation. And then the relative power levels. These are like ones and tens, I suppose you can think of them as, in terms of the strengths. And then you've got an overall world power level for red and world power level for blue, which gives you an indication of who's got more power. I don't know what this GC up here, I don't think I've ever known what that is. And then you could actually play somebody over a modem, which was pretty interesting. I did that a little bit back in the day. These are some of the settings, which you can't change in conquest mode. So you can see all the things that you can do as the good player. Aggression. That's interesting. I don't think you can change that either. And then the rate. Okay, I'm not quite sure about those two, to be honest. I mean, they sound kind of self-explanatory, but game setup here. Oh, you can actually have the computer play itself. I kind of forgot about that. You can save and load and save the games. Actually, let's click on this. Have I got any? No, there. Ooh, yeah, looks like nothing here. But I might have a floppy image somewhere with a saved game. Can restart, surrender. If things are going badly, this is start a modem game. This is pause the game. This is good. You've got some. Oh, finally, since I'm going apparently quite exhaustively through all of this, you've got some jump to view things. So, for example, if I go over here and click this one, bonk, it jumps to the wherever your your shield is set, wherever your info thing is set. So if I, for example, have it on the leader here, so you get some indication of their power level, which is essentially next to dead. I should probably give them a place to settle. Let me just do that real quick. Oh no, dude. There. Go there. Did you die? Don't die. There we go. He built himself a little hut, so he's not going to die. You don't want to, ideally, you don't want to lose any of your people early on, because that's the source of your power, and when they're weak like that, to lose one person is quite significant. Okay, so these jump to things. This is jump to conflict, won't do anything. Jump to the religious symbol, or the leader, I guess in this case. And then jump to knights, which don't do nothing at the moment. And we're off and running. So, what we gonna do? We're gonna try and grow more peoples. So, I'm gonna do that by making land. It's not actually necessary, I don't think, on this first level, but I like to build land at least 2 high, and at some of the later levels I even will start with 3 high. It takes a lot more mana, I think is the term that was used. Power. God power. But and the art of raising, the raising and lowering land is a bit of an art, in that you can position your cursor properly, and you can make it considerably more efficient than otherwise. People can only settle on flat land, so and I can only raise and lower land when buildings are in view, which is maybe not ideal. Where are you guys going? Oh, no, don't do that. Sorry, not conflict. They're trying to find somebody to fight. Just settle. Oh, they auto-build land when they're in conflict mode. I forgot about that. Can you just settle, you little... What are you doing? Dude, I don't want you to go fight. Can I tell you to go to the icon? Is that what... No, that's what you're doing. Why are you... Yeah, I want you to... Okay, you're going to fight. Perfect. It's not really what I want. Oh, where are the sounds? There should be sounds. Something's not quite right here. I should hear clang, 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 clang. Dude, I want you to settle. What have I done wrong here? I don't understand why. Oh, apparently I won the game. I wish I understood why there was no sound. Oh, this is really good. This is some high quality. This is a high quality situation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bombs. Wow. Plus scrambled graphics. Well, that's cool. Not. That is what you say. That is what you call not cool. Why don't I have any sound? Alrighty, hopefully I have the various things sorted out here, so let me try this. I looked up my list of worlds, and I'm going to jump to what I think is level 50. Oh, 250. No, that's not what I want. That's a bit aggressive. I haven't played this for a while. So let's see here. What is... Oh, I see what I did there. Let's try 50. Boss job. All right. 50, 50, 50 should be... If I get back over to my Mr. screen, and I can... No, new game. Oh my god. Alright, that's not right. What did I literally just read? I literally just read, oh, Z, not X. Back to the mister. There we go, 50. So we have grass plains, still pretty gentle on the people. His reactions, that's your opponent, it's slow, rating is poor, land built on people, swamps are shallow, water is fatal. Shallow swamps means they get filled in when someone steps in them. Water makes you die. Ooh, hardcore. 1 population each. No, oh, he can flood, I can't. All right, let's rock and roll. Loading the level off the diskette. I've gone away from the hard drive image because, it crashed last time. So here we go. There's our world. And there's, oh, we're not paused. Let's pause and take a quick look around. All right, we're settled. Good. However, I want a little bit of amplitude here. Oh, cannot raise and lower land because I burnt up all my mana. All right, what I'm gonna try to do, and probably I should have done this already, is boot this guy out of here. There we go. All right, you're going to get a lot more mana generation from a castle than from a hut. So that will allow me to build up some land. Oops, not if I do that. And then over, nope, too far. Need to see the flag. You can only raise and lower land on people, structures as well. But you have to be able to see the flag, so that gives you some limits in this kind of a world. Now, there's supposed to be a way, and I don't remember what it is, to be honest, to boot your, oops, dang it, to boot people out of a structure without without destroying the structure, but I don't remember what it is. So what I'm going to do, actually, let me try this. But well, okay, never mind. So you raise and lower a bit of land next to your buildings, and then that boots the little dudes out. I see evil over here is busily promulgating little huts. We've got a couple of castles, so that's good. However, we want to get people spreading, so no, be a little more aggressive about it. Boot you a couple steps down the tech ladder, get a person out there running around. So once the person is the person is above the habitability level of the structure, they will, or the energy capacity of the structure, they will leave, oops, and go settle elsewhere. So let's, and you need a good, like a 5x5 set of land in order for a castle to be built. So lots of leveling, no sound effects to speak of. I could do an earthquake on the dude. That probably wouldn't be that productive, I wouldn't think, at this point. Earthquakes maybe not so effective in a nice, friendly, habitable biome like this. World type. Okay, you guys should be ready to come on out and do some settling. I've got a slight advantage in terms of world power, but he's coming along here now. So what I think I'm going to do is swamp him up. There we go. Hopefully get some of his dudes. There we go. We have sound. Alright, so you can remove swamps by raising and lowering land, so that's what the baddie will do. Clean up the mess a bit. There's other types of landscapes, like a desert world, a snow world, and a lava world, I guess. And they have different effects on your people. Basically, they're harsher terrain, and your people will lose energy a lot faster in them if they're running around without any buildings to protect them from the elements. So what I'm thinking I'll do here is, you can also have things that happen in the world, like natural disasters, in the form of godlike beings that will wander through. There's one that will come through and plant trees, but what they'll do is they'll wipe out any structures that are there, and I think it's instantly killing the inhabitants of the structures, so that's not great. There is one that comes through like a giant slug that spreads swamp behind it. I believe there's one that comes through and creates a trail of rocks, and you can't build, your people won't build through rock. Here's some examples of rocks. Some of them will disappear if the terrain is lowered or raised, and some of them will not. Basically, these light colored ones won't disappear. Oh, there's a glitch. That's not... What is going on? I'm not used to that being the case. Might have to go back to an older core on the mister here. Alright, so my intention... Oh, good lord, why? What's with the glitched graphics? It's just that one type of structure, building. Well, that's annoying. Hopefully that's not a sign that the game is corrupt in memory. So my thinking is that I will, let's see, Volcano is less effective in this kind of world, but I'm gonna cast one anyway, just to mess them up. What it does do is makes it difficult for them to, or it reduces the ability of the people to have big structures and generate lots of mana until such time as the computer player is able to lower the land and get rid of the rocks. So you can see there that's happening right now. You can sort of watch it happen to some extent. Yeah, you see how the land is being lowered. I'm trying to remember if the computer cheats with regard to being able to eliminate rocks. Anyway, I'm gonna... Oh, he just made a knight. That's not great. I'm gonna make another volcano just for fun. Actually, I'm gonna make an... If you put volcanoes on top of each other, they just get bigger. And to a point, but that really messes up, especially if the enemy doesn't have the ability to generate much mana. That really messes up their game. Okay, so that's quite disruptive for the baddie. Now there is a knight headed my way, and what the knights do is they run around and maybe I should make my own knight. Where's my leader? Oh no, that's not what I want. This one. My leader's pretty tough. Let's maybe make a knight as well. Oh, can I not? Oh, I don't have enough mana. Not enough mana. Okay, let me just try to keep an eye on that. Oh, now I have enough mana. Boom, there goes my knight. I don't think you can aim your knights at each other, but that's sort of my hope, is that my knight will encounter their knight. So what the knights do is they trek off towards the enemy settlements. And where is the knight? There. And try to murder and destroy, basically. Structures, murder enemies, salt the fields, burn structures. Oh, the knights are going to have at her. Perfect. Am I going to win this one? No. I did not win that one. Well, that's disappointing. How tough is that knight? Not super tough. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is throw up some people to get in the way of the knight. I've set them into conflict mode, which means they're supposed to set out to try and fight with anybody that's nearby. Okay, that didn't work. So I'm just going to let this happen, although I wouldn't normally. So if the knight wins the battle, you see how the fields are now this different pattern? Nothing will grow there, nothing can be built there. And they burn the structure and leave ruins behind. So in order to cure that, you need to raise and lower the terrain such that the saltedness of the fields has gone away, and oh boy, this knight is a little more tough than I thought. Unless you have lots of knights running around, you can sort of keep on top of it and not let them destroy or rather salt your fields. Okay, I feel like we should be able to defeat this guy pretty soon. Almost. He's just, if you look at his power level there. Oh, damn it, not quite yet. You dirty rat. The interface doesn't react that quickly, especially as more and more stuff is going on. Oh, I can't believe you won that fight. Oh, man. Just about. So he's just about dead. There we go. Okay, the knight's gone. Now, I no longer have a leader, I don't think. Or do I? No? Oh, I do. Oh, there's the... Okay, so what I'm going to do is try and get a leader. I'm going to tell my people to go to the religious symbol and spring some out from the buildings, so then I'll have a leader. And now that I have a leader, I'm going to tell them to come this way by moving the religious symbol out to here. Maybe I'll throw up another volcano or two over here, because that's fun. And what the hell, maybe one more over here. That should really prevent the bad guy's ability to generate mana. Okay, over to where... Oh, what are you guys doing in there? They went into the castle. So at some point they'll actually pop out, or I could force them out. I think I'll force them out. Like so. There we go. Now if I build up the power to this Armageddon level on the far right here, that you can sort of half see the skull and crossbones, that if you have a big lead in terms of mana, and if you cast the Armageddon, then all the buildings get converted into, or rather, they get destroyed, and the mana goes into the people, and then they all trek to basically the center of the world and duke it out. Oh, they're gonna go into the building, aren't they? No? No, perfect. Perfect. Alright, so the religious symbol is there. So what I can do, it's a pretty strong. I'm going to convert that into a knight right now. And so what the knight will do is go around, as I said, that's my knight, pillaging, burning, salting, fighting, murdering. They're very honorable, these knights. They do all the bad things. Let me put my strength, or my, whatever, the viewer, the question mark, the status thing on my knight. Oh, he's not that strong, is he? Oh well. Now do I have a leader again? Yes, I'm going to throw my people into settle but fight mode. I don't think I have to worry about the enemy deity being able to cast flood, because I don't think they're going to have that much mana. And where's my knight? Up there. Perfect. Murder, kill everybody. They're not the smartest. Creatures in the world. They just basically, I'm not even sure what their priorities are. Like, why are you going that way instead of the closest settlement? That would be better. Feels like that would be better, but I guess not. So now the people themselves that I've got in this vicinity are trying to settle and also fight with the others in the area. And okay, for some reason the knight has decided on that one, which isn't ideal. And you can see the enemy deities trying to clean up the ravaged, salted fields as well, which makes room for my settlers to come and build castles some of the time anyway. Lovely, lovely glitched graphics. That's my favorite thing. So how are we doing? Flood? I don't think I can do floods in this game. Otherwise I could pretty much... Well, that's not true. I was going to say I could end it, but that's not actually accurate. I'm going to plant another volcano here. And maybe over here. And that should limit the baddie to not much territory, except up in the mountains where there's no dam. Flat ground. No darn flat ground. And with my dude still on murder, death, kill mode, conflict mode, just gonna sproing out some people, including my leader, have them go around and try and settle everywhere that they can. How's my knight doing? About half strength from what he was. Running around in the mountains, that's good. Trying to mop up those settlements. Clang, 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 clang. Glitched graphics, don't like them, makes me mad. Me make a little space for a castle. Clean up some salted fields. Alright, my people are spreading up into the hills over here. That's nice. And hopefully over here. Kinda, sorta. Make some more castles. Get on up into the hills, my people, my chosen people. Okay, so as you can see, with no flashing red things, we have no active enemies or enemy structures up on top of the volcanic area now. And there's my knight running around trying to get to all of the enemy settlements. And soon this land will belong to the righteous. Which is a horrible, horrible example to set, but it's a good game. There you go. So, as you can see by the white and blue flashing dots on the overview map there, as well as the mana balance over here, this world is dominant, is mine essentially. Now they are spreading in this direction, northwest, I guess it is. However, my people are hot on the heels, so you can see the enemy deities trying to build up some land here, which maybe I should throw a volcano into the mix, or maybe I'll just let my settlers mop it up. So what's happening over here? Well, you go and settle that hut. What are you waiting for? Yes, now come up here. Hopefully walk up the mountainside and settle, take over those huts too. Hopefully you're strong enough to do that. I would think so. My knight is running out of gas a little bit. But if the knight's opponents are pretty weak, then he's good for a little while yet. Take over that settlement there. Dude, where are you going? No, what? Okay. They wander a bit. They're not the smartest. Not the smartest creatures on the face of the world. Alright. Let's maybe give you just a wee bit more land there. You're gonna go try and take over that other little tent? That would be smart. Why don't you do that? Oh, I love the glitched hut. Not. I kind of hate it, to be honest, but anyway. Maybe we'll scroll it off the view screen. You keep on wandering, my friend. Oh, what's going on over there? Not too many enemies left. There's a few in this vicinity. There's one over here for some reason. Where's my knight? Ah, heading in the general direction of that hut, I would think. There we go. So once the knight goes up there, that should take care of that little expansion wing of the bad guys, the enemies. Oh, let's maybe make you a bit of place to settle, shall we? And hopefully my My citizens are, where's the lead? Where go would my leader? Oh, he's wandering around down here for some reason. You big dope. Okay, so what have we got left? Not much. There's a couple of little huts, or tents rather, and a wandering being that seems to be lost. There's too many rocks, I think. So the knight will probably be marching in this general direction. Actually, the knights kind of make their own land as they traverse. Or not. Why are you not going in the direction I want you to go? Oh, maybe they don't. Never mind. Never mind. That's nonsense. Okay, I'll make a little bridge, and the knight will then get back to this mountainous terrain and be able to, I could call Armageddon, which would end the game. I think I'll do it I'll end the game in the combat sort of a way, which my knight should be helping with here momentarily. You two fight it out, that would be great. Whoop. No, I want conflict mode. I accidentally changed the mode there. Is that it? Anybody left? No, there's a couple of things left. There's a tent there and a person there. I wonder why that's showing red around the base of those rocks. Or is that just... Come on, Knigget. You're just going to go for the tent, are you? Or the person? You can do it. So a bit of a slow-moving game in some ways, but I always found it quite gripping, and I still tend to come back to it once in a while. I actually kept a running tally, and I still have it, of where I got to in recent play sessions. I'd have to check. I think I'm on like level 260 or something like that. I haven't played it for quite a while, but that's where I'll pick up again. When I want to have a serious game, I think this might be it. The last conflict. Yeah, there we go. So there's the score. Game 1 by me. Get a little bit of stats. And like how many towns the bad guy had remaining and knights and whatever else. Not much. He won 14 battles. I won 71. 93,000. Not stellar. Not terrible. So if I say new game, it'll spring me ahead some number of levels. I think it's 20 or 25,000 points. Gets you a level. Now, does he speak? I think so. He used to speak. He would say, "Well done, immortal." I guess he's not going to do that. That's weird. Wonder why. Well done, immortal. You conquered Hobaw's job. Now battle it. Bin me out. Did you freeze? Oh. No? What happened there? New game. Hello. Bin me out. Okay, 54. So it must be per 20,000. Anyhow, that, my friends, if I can get back to my recording screen, is going to do it for my not that in-depth look at Populous, but the video is going to be long enough. So thank you so much for watching. You take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.